Dear students, let us discuss the very first poem of the textbook Hornbill, entitled A Photograph. This poem has been composed by Shirley Tolson. Shirley Tolson was born on 20th May 1924 in Henley-on-Thames, England, as the daughter of Douglas Horsfall Dixon and Marjorie Brown. She had a huge passion on writing and was greatly influenced by her father, who was a writer too. She secured a BA on literature from Brockenhurst College in London in the year 1953. The poet remembers her mother, who died about 12 years ago. There is a photograph taken when her mother had gone for a sea holiday with her cousins and her uncle. Looking at the photograph, she experiences the great loss of her mother. The poem basically talks about how death can silence you and leave you speechless. Now let us go through the poem. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands. Now, stanza wise explanation. First stanza. In these lines, the poet is looking at an old photo album which is made up of cardboard. In the picture, there are three girls who are walking on the beach holding each other's hands. The girl in the middle is the tallest and oldest. The other two girls on each side are younger than her. The girl in the middle is the poet's mother. She is around 12 years old when the picture was taken. Second stanza. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. In the above lines, the poet describes how the photograph was taken. Her mother's uncle took the photograph and told them to stop and pose. All three of them left their wet hair open and smiled at the camera. The poet's attention is drawn towards his mother's face, which is described as a sweet face. The photograph was taken long before the poet was born. The poet calls their feet terrible transient, as they were so young by then, and now they had grown older. On the other hand, the sea which touched their feet has changed less. Third stanza. Some 20, 30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. She, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach, the sea holiday. After 20 or 30 years later, she would laugh at the photograph. She would tell me to look at her cousins, Betty and Dolly, and how their parents would dress all three of them up for the beach. They would have planned to take a photograph beforehand. Fourth stanza was her past. Mine is her laughter. Both rhyme with the levered ease of loss. Here, rhyme means mocking. The poet recalls the sea holiday was her mother's favorite moment from the past, while the poet's favorite moment from the past was her mother's laughter. Both the women would think about those past memories which they cannot live again. They tried their best to adjust to what they lost. Now the fifth stanza. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. In the above lines, the poet says that her mother died 12 years ago, the same age her mother was in the photograph. Whenever the poet thinks of her mother's death, she cannot explain what effect she has of her mother's death. Death has silenced her mother, which has also left her speechless. Now, literary devices used in the poem. First is the use of alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words. The instances of alliteration in the poem are as follows: repetition of S sound, stood, still; repetition of T sound, in, through and there; repetition of M sound, in my and mother's; repetition of T sound again, in terribly and transient; repetition of S sound, in silence silences. Another literary device is epithet. Epithet means adjective, a phrase expressing a quality of a person or something. Example: terribly transient. Oxymoron is a term which contradicts itself. Levered is.